Thank you for staying tuned. And following the successful launch of the 2019 edition of its flagship African Economic Outlook in January, the African Development Bank has come up with the regional versions of the report with the launch of West Africa Economic Outlook today in Abuja, Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory. Each report analyzes the respective region's economic growth, its drivers and implications, and offers short and medium-term forecasts on the main socio-economic factors, while at the same time examining the challenges and progress. It also reviews the status on regional integration and provides in-depth regional specific policy analysis. And for updates on today's equity trading at the Nigerian stock market, let's bring in Temple Ashaju now. Hello, Temple. Good afternoon. So where is the market at the moment? As at midday, the NSE hadn't updated the data on their system. What is going on?
Well, I think the fact that Diamond Bank has been acquired, it's been by Access Bank, is one of the key reasons why we are seeing the website at the state where it is right now. Because again, you have a huge number of shareholders who have actually filled the shares scheme shares form of Diamond Bank and Access Bank, and so that integration is currently taking place. I think that in line with what some other traders and brokers have actually talked about is what is going on. That is why we are seeing the delay in update on that portal. We do expect that there will be some kind of a statement from the stock exchange later, possibly from the Central Securities Clearing System, that's the CSCS, which is the depository of the Nigerian capital market. But currently the market is not looking too bad. If you go by what is available on the trading portal of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, that's the XGen. We've got the market all-share index making a bit of recovery now, some 0.1% plus in the market so far. We're seeing the interest around the banking names. A lot of the tier 2 names are currently the major drivers in the market. We've seen the likes of FCMB, which has a bit of dividend being proposed to investors. We've also seen Fidelity Bank, which has an 11 kobo dividend proposed to investors. So Sterling Bank didn't propose anything in the financial statements that was made available to the stock exchange. But we do hope that there will be some kind of dividend information later when the board, deliberates and concludes on their audited financial statements at the end of the day. But these are the three key areas where we are seeing a lot of interest right now. Nestle yesterday was down by some huge percentage points, some volume wiped off that particular company yesterday. But today it's making a bit of recovery, up some 3% plus right now. But Nigerian Breweries, on the other hand, which is also a consumer goods company, is currently down. It's down below 60 naira now, I think around 56, 57 naira per share. We know that Nigerian Brewery has some kind of litigation in court, and that seems to be one of the main reasons why some investors are giving cold shoulder to that particular company at this point in time, Chimeze.
And any earnings coming in today?
Well, quite a number of earnings have also trickled in. We've seen Dangote Flour, Dangote, a couple of Dangote Group Limited companies that are listed here in the market have actually come into the market. A lot of the investors and traders generally are still trying to adjust to the news of all of these dividends from these companies, because quite a number of them are really not impressive. And so it's really, really disappointing to a lot of the investors right here. Traders are also, when they put down money on some of these companies, betting that they will come out with some good dividends, with some appreciation. At the end of the day, when the financial statement comes out, you realize that there's basically no difference from what was paid out in the preceding year compared to what we now have for 2018. So, but a lot of investors are trying to digest all of that, and then they will now see how much they then put on ground to be able to take to basically just get some funds or get some value from those dividends. But there are a couple of other things that investors here in the market are also looking at. The fact that this is Q2, they're thinking of how things will pan out in this second quarter of the year, given that we still have budget that has not been passed. We still have the fact that the president-elect is yet to actually make his to make his cabinet appointment. So those are things that they're actually concerned about, and I think at the end of the day, those are things that should be able to push up the performance of the market going forward. We had thought that the MPC rate cut by 50 basis points will be able to help the market, but the reverse is the case at this point in time, Chimeze.
All right, thank you very much, Temple, for those updates. South Sudan is hoping to boost oil production by 70,000 barrels per day by June, a month before the government and rebels are due to form a government of national unity. Production in the landlocked East African nation is currently between 350,000 and 400,000 barrels per day. Production is expected to restart in the Alna, Alto, and Manga oil fields by April 27. Much of the country's oil infrastructure was damaged during a 5-year civil war. And French oil major Total has started up production on the Kaombo Sul project, located off the coast of Angola, in a deal that should lift Total's general production capacities. Kaombo Sul will add 115,000 barrels of oil per day and bring the overall production capacity to 230,000 barrels per day, equivalent to 15% of the country's production. Its startup will contribute to the group's cash flow and production growth in 2019 and beyond. And Kenya's biggest telecoms operator, Safaricom, has lost a further percentage point of subscriber market share in the period to the end of December, its 5th straight quarterly fall. The firm, partly owned by South Africa's Vodacom and Britain's Vodafone, shared 0.9 percentage points of subscriber market share to 63.3% compared with 71.9% in September 2017 when the losing streak started. The company began to lose market share after opposition leader Raila Odinga called for consumers to boycott Safaricom, accusing it of playing a role in an August 2017 presidential vote whose outcome he successfully challenged in court. And that's a wrap on the program. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chimeze Obi. You're welcome.